Good morning, Kasturians. So today we have to study this topic, which is mean value of alternating current, and this topic is from chapter number 7, which is alternating current. Okay, so let us start. First of all, the average value or mean value. How do we define this value? The average value or mean value. How do we define this? We define the average value of any alternating current as the value of direct current which sends the same amount of charge in the circuit as it is sent by the alternating current in its half time period. Okay, जितना charge or we can say जितना current DC will send in a particular time. Okay, तो उतना ही charge या we can say the current will be sent by the alternating current in its half time period. Okay, so this is how we define the average value of the alternating current. Okay, now as you already know, how do we define the current in you can say in the alternating current, how do we define the alternating current? It is defined as I naught sine omega t. You already know what is I naught. It is the maximum value of the current. Okay, sine omega t, you already know how this has came. We have discussed in the earlier classes. Okay, so let us move forward. First of all, what you have to see first of all, let us consider the constant current in the same time dt, or we can say, see what we are saying, that in a particular time interval some charge is flowing. Okay, so if charge is flowing, we already know what will happen. If charge is flowing through a circuit, the current will be produced. Okay, so how do we define current? We define current as, you can see, di, d current, that is I, it is defined as dq by dt. Okay, so we can write dq as I dt. Okay, this is how we can write the charge flowing through the circuit. So this equation, as you can see, dq is equals to I dt. Okay, this is representing the charge. Okay, the small amount of charge which is flowing in the circuit. Okay, so we can put the value of I, as we have already seen above. What was the value of I? That is the current. It was I naught sine omega t. We can put the value of this I in this equation. Okay, so we can put this in this equation, this value of current. So what do we get now? We get the value of dq as I naught sine omega t dt. Okay, see, this is the small amount of charge which is flowing through the circuit, and we have to find the total charge which is present, or you can say which is flowing through the circuit. So how we can find the total amount of charge? Simple, we have already studied. We will simply integrate. Okay, we will integrate this dq. If we integrate this dq, what do we get? If we simple, we will integrate on both the sides na. If we are integrating on the left hand side, integration of dq will be q, that is the total charge. Okay, and on the right hand side, what we will get, see, I naught is the maximum value of current. Okay, so it will be a constant value. So we have put this I naught outside, ठीक, and this sine omega t dt, it is varying with time. Okay, so this value is put inside the integral. Okay, and we are integrating. क्या एवरेज वैल्यू हमें कहाँ से कहाँ तक? एवरेज वैल्यू ऑफ ए सी इज फ्रॉम इन द हाफ टाइम पीरियड. सो वी विल इंटीग्रेट इट. देखो, हमने पूरा टाइम पीरियड कंसिडर किया है 0 to t. ओके, फॉर द डी सी करंट. पर हम ए सी करंट के लिए निकाल रहे हैं, तो वी विल हैव टू टेक इट फ्रॉम 0 to t by 2. ओके, सो अभी हमने क्या किया है? वी आर इंटीग्रेटिंग फ्रॉम 0 to t by 2, एंड आफ्टर इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ साइन ओमेगा टी, यू ऑलरेडी नो व्हाट वी विल गेट आफ्टर इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ साइन ओमेगा टी. We will get minus cos omega t, and this omega t, that is this bracket, it will also be differentiated now, and the differentiation, whatever we will get, that will be put or you can say that will be put downside, or you can say it will be considered in the denominator. So after differentiation of omega t, you know, we will get omega. So that is, you can see, we have put it in the denominator, and we have to put the limits from 0 to t by 2. Now see, this omega is again constant because we have to put the limits are with respect to the time. Okay, so omega we will be considering outside, and what is left inside? Minus minus cos omega t, and minus also we can take outside. So outside the things are minus I naught omega. Okay, and inside we are having cos omega t, and cos omega t, in this value we will be putting the value of time. So what we get? We get cos. Okay, we can simply put the value of t, that is t, one time we have to put the value of t as t by 2, and the other time we have to put it 0, because limits are from 0 to t by 2. Okay, so this is how we will solve, and after solving, what do we get? See, after putting the value of time as t by 2, we get what do we get? We get cos pi, and the value of cos pi you already know is -1. Okay, and here if we put the value of t as 0, we will get cos 0. Value of cos 0 you already know is 1. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is -2, and 1 minus we earlier had in the equation. Okay, so what do we get? We get 2 minus and minus gets cancelled. We get 2 I naught divided by omega. And what is the value of omega? You already know omega is angular frequency. How we can define angular frequency? It is defined as you can see 2 pi mu is frequency, or you can say 2 pi divided by t. Okay, so we have put it this value of omega, that is 2 pi divided by t here in this equation. So I know divided by 2 pi, and upside we will be having t, because omega is 2 pi by t. Okay, so this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What do we get now? See, now we get the value of charge. Total charge is I know t divided by pi. Okay, now we have to find see, we are having the charge. Okay, charge now we are having, and we have to find the current. Okay, average value of current. The main task that we started for was to find the average value or the mean value of current. So how we can find the current? That is total charge divided by total time. Okay, so total charge here is q, and the total time jitna time we are considering for AC current to flow is t by 2, half time period we are considering. Okay, so we will get this as 2q by t. Okay, 2 will go in the numerator. You already know how to solve. And q, the value of q we can take from the above equation, that is I naught t divided by pi. Okay, if we will put this value here, what do we get? After solving, we get the value of average current, or we can say the mean current, as 2 I naught divided by pi. Okay, so this is the value of average current. And in the previous video also we have found the mean value, or we can say the average value of current. What was that for? That was for a particular, or we can say a particular cycle. That value was for a particular cycle, or we can say for a particular period. Now this is for you can say average cycle. As you already have seen, how do we define this? We define it as the same amount of current which is flowing through a one cycle of DC current. This current is supplied by the you can say half cycle, or we can say half time period of AC current. Okay, so this is how we find the value of average current in AC. Okay, so that value comes out to be 2 I naught divided by pi. So see, this is the average value of the current. Okay, and we have found it now as 2 pi I naught, 2 I naught divided by pi. Okay, we can simplify 2 divided by pi, and what do we get? We get 0.637 I naught. Okay, so the average value of current is 0.637 I naught. Okay, as we have found I naught, or you can say mean value of current, or the average value of current, same way we can find the average value of you can say voltage also. Okay, average value of voltage, or we can say average EMF also we can find. That will come out to be the same way you have to follow. Here we have taken I is equals to I naught sine omega t. In that equation you have to take E, or E is equals to E naught sine omega t. Okay, and the same steps you have to follow, and you will find average value of EMF as 2 I naught divided by pi, which is equals to 0.637 E naught. Okay, so the same way you have to proceed. You will get the value of average current, and you will get the value of average EMF. Okay, so that was all about today, and in the next class we will try to discuss some of the numericals based on this based on these formulas, and we will try to discuss the root mean square value. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.